Welcome, welcome to Gaming Fin, guys. This is my first live stream here on my channel, my friends. So Activision, Blizzard, you can see here 11% down pre-market. And what is the reason? What is the reason, my friends? It's not a good reason. The reason is that Britain blocks Microsoft 69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard. And that's really bad news. So guys, I'm waiting a little bit for some more viewers before we jump into the details, but we can go already, since I will also upload this video on my channel. We can also go already into some more information here, what we can find, especially for information. So this is the CNBC page, of course. The move marks a major blow for the US tech giant as it seeks to convince authorities that the deal will benefit competition. Shares of Activision Blizzard slumped 10% in US pre-market trading, and that's where we go now directly. Pre-market trading, here we are on Google Finance, for example, we can see 9.86% down. We can also go to Yahoo Finance, where we see 11.17% down. 11.17% down. So we are now at 77. At $77 again, and if we compare it, this might be interesting to compare it, then we are where we have been in February. So we are not at the lows of 58, 59 US dollars before the announcement. Do you remember, before the announcement, Activision Blizzard was actually falling quite well. And then the announcement came, and then we jumped up to like $78, $79. So now we are again around about $77, so 11.5% down. So what does this mean? So if the deal is not getting through, then the question is, can Activision Blizzard stock develop itself in the future? So this is always what we have to remember for ourselves, of course. Or is Activision Blizzard, like other gaming companies, falling then massively down? So I mean, the hope is that we're not falling this massively down, that we could still keep up a little bit. You remember, after the announcement, Activision Blizzard was like pumping 41% up. So if we are now back at 77, then we are, after the announcement, we're already 4% or something down. PE ratio still high, 45.23. That's quite a high PE ratio, of course. And if we look of the overall chart, so I was, for example, so I'm invested in Activision Blizzard. So I see we have some new viewers. So the deal cancelled? That's the good question. So Microsoft is going into appeal, and we can also cover this immediately. So I have a lot of information for you here. We can go through this, and we can evaluate, analyze the whole situation together. So I'm invested in Activision Blizzard. Just disclaimer here, guys, so that you know it. Not financial advisor, etc. Activision Blizzard is quite, let's say, a quite volatile stock. So, and I remember in 2018 they were massively falling, and then I bought in 2019. And I was riding it completely up, and sold a little bit in 2021, and then it fell again. So, but you can see there's kind of some sort of a trend line. But if we're falling now again, pre-market 11% now, pre-market. So also, I mean, we can always think about, is this an idea for a pre-market trade? But I guess a lot of people are invested in Activision Blizzard for the arbitrage opportunity, like Warren Buffett. He's invested for the arbitrage opportunity. This means if the deal is not getting through, maybe Warren Buffett is already out after this. So maybe he says, look, let's get out as quick as possible. I cannot manage this. All of that is of course possible. And then I expect, to be honest, guys, if the deal is really cancelled, I personally expect the stock to fall much more down. Why cancel? I'm in UK and Xbox. This deal would be great. Hey, Tixbox. Hey, everyone that's on the channel. So welcome to Gaming Fin. If you're new to my channel, check out also my other videos. But of course, I'm happy if you interact a little bit with me. Write something in the chat. This would be great, and I can also react quickly on this. So this is the chart. So Britain blocks Microsoft 69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Those are the headlines on CNBC, and then we see more headlines here on Yahoo Finance. We can check at the Barron's also. We can. They're also the headlines, so it's now all over the place, guys. It's all over the place. So, and then we have the press release. This is the press release of the CMA, the Competition and Market Authority in the UK. So if you like, we can go through this, and I also can recommend you for very quick information, check out the TheVerge.com article, Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition blocked by UK regulator. So here we get some more information. So there they say Microsoft's deal to acquire Activision has been blocked by the UK's Competition and Markets Authority. After a month of analyzing 3 million Microsoft and Activision documents and more than 2,100 emails from the public, the CMA has concluded that the deal could alter the future of the fast-growing cloud gaming market, leading to reduced innovation and less choice for UK gamers over the years to come. So what does it mean for gaming? That's for gaming, it would first of all mean if Microsoft is not acquiring, then it simply means that Activision is continuing to publish their games like they do it right now. So it would not change anything. But of course, if Microsoft is acquiring, then we come to all the problems of the competition. Is Microsoft opening up cloud gaming, their own cloud gaming service, also to other platforms? Are they integrating Call of Duty, Overwatch, or other games also on services that are not by Microsoft? This is what it mostly means for gaming if they would acquire. Do you think Microsoft should have used this huge amount of money to acquire other companies rather than using it all at one company? That's a very good question, Ari Morshid. That's a very good question. I personally think it was a pretty expensive deal. So I'm a Microsoft shareholder and I'm an Activision Blizzard shareholder. This means on the one hand, I was kind of happy when the stock here was making this pump up. So I kind of got a nice return. I'm still nicely in the plus. But on the other hand, as a Microsoft shareholder, yeah, I want Microsoft to make a smart decision. So is acquiring Activision Blizzard, was it a real smart decision from the perspective of Microsoft? Personally, guys, I don't think it was the smartest decision that you can take from the perspective of Microsoft, since the gaming company is the gaming world or the gaming industry is very fluid. So sometimes Activision Blizzard brings out a Call of Duty that is a huge success, or they have Overwatch or Diablo, and sometimes they have games that are not so successful in the end, and you're sitting there with a developer or a publisher in the terms of Activision Blizzard that is maybe not bringing out the quality that you need. I mean, we also remember Microsoft was once acquiring Rare, also the company that made Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Killer Instinct back in the days for the Nintendo 64. And guys, this was, I mean, now we only have Sea of Thieves, I think. Rare only has left us with Sea of Thieves. Microsoft has only left us with Sea of Thieves, and they acquired Bethesda already. I mean, Microsoft is really a big player. Microsoft is a big player in the whole gaming industry. I mean, that's for sure already. So acquiring, of course, one of the most successful first-person shooter and also action adventure with Diablo, etc., and World of Warcraft, of course, a developer, publisher. Of course, this fires back. So, but I would suggest, guys, we go through this short article here. Hey, Shockwave, Or should I consider myself as dreaming? No. It's always the question from which perspective you look at it. So if you're an Activision shareholder, today is not a good day. If you're a Microsoft shareholder, maybe you even like this. And if you look at it from a mere gamer's perspective, maybe you like it as well. I mean, on the other hand, I'm playing on PC. I'm playing as mostly on Steam. So as long as the games come on Steam, I'm from a player's perspective, I'm kind of happy. So no, this is not clickbait, my friends. This is not clickbait. So let's go. CME has concluded that the deal could alter the future of fast-growing cloud gaming market, leading to reduced innovation and less choices for UK gamers over the years to come. Microsoft says it will appeal the decision, guys. This is very important. But it's also a blow to Microsoft's hopes of acquiring Activision Blizzard and will likely prevent the company closing its giant deal if an appeal is unsuccessful. So Microsoft is appealing the decision. Microsoft is appealing the decision. Microsoft has a strong position in cloud gaming services, and the evidence available to the CMA showed that Microsoft would find it commercially beneficial to make Activision games exclusive to its own cloud gaming service, the authority says. The CMA estimates that Microsoft controls around 60 to 70% of the global cloud gaming services. That's a lot. That's a lot. And that adding control over Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft, so here they mentioned the three biggest ones, would give Microsoft a significant advantage in the cloud gaming market. Microsoft had attempted to address concerns around cloud gaming in the lead up to this decision. The software giant signed cloud gaming deal with Boosteroid, never heard about this to be honest, Ubisoft, NVIDIA, and to allow Xbox PC games to run on these rival cloud gaming services, after striking a similar deal with Nintendo in December. These 10-year deals also include access to Call of Duty and other Activision Blizzard games if the deal is approved by regulators. The CMA says it has examined these deals, but that they contain a number of significant shortcomings. So in cloud gaming service, so shortcomings, that means Microsoft can appeal and Microsoft can make more deals, and then it could get through. It did not sufficiently cover different cloud gaming service business models, including multi-game subscription services. Multi-game subscription service, what is this again? It was not sufficiently open to providers who might wish to offer versions of games on PC operating systems other than Windows. So let's talk about Linux. Let's talk about the Steam Deck. I mean, if it's just coming on the Xbox Game Pass, if it's only coming on Windows and not on Steam or on Epic Games, then it would be a problem. So, especially from a gamer's perspective. It would standardize the terms and conditions on which games are available, as opposed to them being determined by the dynamism and the creativity of competition in the market, as would be expected in the absence of the merger. No, I don't think they are neglecting the Xbox if the deal is cancelled. Microsoft is still going through, and also with Bethesda, so probably all the Bethesda games are becoming a totally Xbox PC exclusive. So this is actually what is most probably more likely to happen. So the authority initially sided with Microsoft over Call of Duty on PlayStation concerns, we remember last month, guys, noting that it would be costly for Microsoft to withhold a popular franchise on PlayStation. That left some cloud gaming concerns on the table, but the regulator says it considered whether the benefit of having Activision content on Game Pass outweighed the concerns around cloud gaming in the UK. Then Microsoft engaged constructively with us to try to address these issues, and we are grateful for that, but the proposal were not effective to remedy our concerns, seriously, and would have replaced competition with ineffective regulation in a new and dynamic market, says Martin Coleman, chair of the independent panel of experts conducting the investigation. So, are they always so independent? question mark, so I hope so. Yeah, let's assume they are. We remain fully committed to this acquisition and will appeal, says Microsoft President Brad Smith in a statement to Verge. The CMA's decision rejects a pragmatic path to address competition concerns and discourages technology innovation and investment in the United Kingdom. We have already signed contracts to make Activision Blizzard popular games available on 150 million more devices, and we remain committed to reinforcing these agreements through regulatory remedies. We're especially disappointed that after lengthy deliberations, this decision appears to reflect a flawed understanding of this market and the way the relevant cloud technology actually works. Good points for Microsoft here. So here, that's Brad Smith. Here, this is also, we remain fully committed to our acquisition and will appeal today's determination by CMA. This is what shareholders of Activision Blizzard want to hear. This is what shareholders of Activision Blizzard want to hear. Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, the most popular guy in town, says the company has already started work on appeal in an email to employees on Wednesday. Alongside Microsoft, we can and will contest this decision, and we have already begun the work to appeal the UK Competition Appeals Tribunal, says Kotick. We are confident in our case because the facts are on our side. This deal is good for competition. So it's not all cancelled. It's not all cancelled. A Microsoft appeal will push back the company's plans to try and get this deal over the line by end of July. So for everyone that bought Activision shares, Microsoft had originally planned to close the deal by July. Sorry, guys. And it will now be forced to to negotiate an extension to the merger agreement. An extension to the merger agreement, that's what they need now. So if Microsoft CMA appeal fails, or it fails to get approval from other regulators, it will owe Activision $3 billion in breakup fees. So Arid Moshe writes, in my opinion, Phil Spencer is going on war with PlayStation by making all Bethesda games Xbox console exclusive. This is possible if it fails. If not, this would of course signal that they're not open to deliver the Activision franchise games also on other platforms. Sorry guys, so live stream is always special. Regulators in Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Chile, Serbia, Japan and South Africa, Japan is here very important, have all approved the deal. The EU is set to make a decision by May 22nd. This is also very important, with Reuters reporting last month that the deal is likely to be approved by EU regulators. So UK would not allow, but the EU regulators would in the end allow. Following the NVIDIA and Nintendo licensing agreement. So Microsoft also faces regulatory scrutiny from the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, in the US. The FTC sued to block Microsoft Activision purchase last year, and that investigation is still ongoing. An evidentiary hearing is scheduled for August the 2nd, and there are signs the case could unearth rare details on game industry exclusivity deals if the documentation is made public. So, I mean, what is the most important? Most important is not the CMA, the UK authorities. Most important are the EU authorities and the FTC, the US authorities. So they're in the end really deciding if the deal gets through. So this is the statement, my friends. The long statement by the CMA. So here, if you're interested in this, I recommend you to read through this. So Microsoft's solution had significant shortcomings and would require regulatory oversight by CMA. Panel chair, cloud gaming needs a free, competitive market to drive innovation and choice. So I'm absolutely 100% for free, competitive markets, open market. So I'm absolutely in favor of this. On the other hand, I'm right now a shareholder of Activision Blizzard. So if the deal would have been approved at, what was it, $96, I think, around about $96 here, then so let's go like this. So yeah, this is like around about 15% from where we are now, and now with the 10% down, it's 23% from where we are there. So of course, if from a perspective as a shareholder of Activision Blizzard, the $96 would have been nice. I would have put them in my pocket, be happy about this, and everything is cool and good to go. But on the other hand, As a gamer, guys, as a gamer, I would also be fine Activision Blizzard to be independent. Honestly, the moment I heard they're going to be acquired, I mean, the stock was around about here. I was acquiring more stocks. The moment I heard, I was like, but I like Activision Blizzard as an independent studio. I don't want it to be acquired by Microsoft. So this was my opinion when I heard first about the acquisition plans. But then the stock was pumping up, and all the arbitrage deals, Warren Buffett was jumping in, etc. Then I thought like, all right, let's go through this. But on the other hand, the stock was not doing a lot since January, so 6% up. That's like nothing. And also, I have to admit, Activision Blizzard is one of my biggest position in my gaming company portfolio. So this is really one of the bigger positions, and it's also one of the gaming companies that is nicely in the plus, since I'm invested since quite some time. So since 2019, 2020. And also before I was purchasing more Activision Blizzard stock. So I like the chart overall. So I mean, what am I going to do if the deal fades? If the deal fades, we're falling to the $77. I'm fine. I'm still in the plus. I can live with this. If we're going then to fall even further, because then other authorities, the FTC or EU, is going to say, yeah, well, we are not going to allow this. Then the situation starts to change, because Activision Blizzard had a lot of FUD, a lot of issues. Bobby Kotick had a lot of issues, and all the negativity of the wokeness, let's call it like this, the woke movement in the gaming industry is coming back, and complaining about a lot of things that happening in Activision Blizzard. So this was also the reason why the stock was falling massively. Something, maybe opportunities to acquire more shares, maybe opportunity to this pre-market today, but to be honest, guys, I'm not doing anything. I'm holding my feet still for now. I'm not planning to purchase more shares. But I also not planning to sell, and I hope that the appeal is actually working out, and that then Activision Blizzard is acquired by Microsoft. But what is now very important, we have to continue reading carefully everything we can find about this, because the first signs the EU regulators or the FTC are not going to approve it, then Activision's the stock will plunge even more. So I cannot imagine the stock holding up to $780 for so long. So now you see we are already at 9.85%. So we were on the top. We were at 11% down. So now we are already a little bit up. So some people are profiting now to probably trade this stock. So guys, I'm not a financial advisor, YouTuber, retail investor. You make up your own mind. You don't buy into stocks that I talk about on my channel, because you lose all your money. So disclaimer ending. Guys, what do you think? So what do you think about the situation right now? So write it in the chat. This would be very, very interesting to see. So we can now see if we get some more information here. Let's check out. So here you see already the article on CNBC. Flawed understanding of the markets, Brett Smith says. The CMA's decision rejects a pragmatic path to address competition concerns and discourages technology innovation and investment in the United Kingdom. So now we're attacking the United Kingdom. That's maybe also an interesting strategy. We have already signed contracts to make Activision Blizzard popular games available to 150 million more devices, and we remain committed to reinforcing these agreements through regulatory remedies. Bobby Kotick already begun the work on the work to appeal to the UK Competition Appeals Tribunal. We are confident in our case because the facts are on our side. At a time, so here it says, at a time when the fields of machine learning and artificial intelligence are thriving, we know the UK market would benefit from Microsoft's bench strength in both domains, as well as our ability to put those technologies to use immediately. By contrast, if the CMA's decision holds, it would stifle investment, competition, and job creation throughout the UK gaming industry. Microsoft announced its intention to acquire in January. So, and then we get some more information that I read already, guys. So I would also say now we have a quick look at the Microsoft stock, because yesterday were the earnings for Microsoft. Yesterday were Microsoft earnings, and the stock was, it's still up 8%. Microsoft is still up 8%. This means actually this news is not affecting Microsoft. So my Microsoft position is bigger than my Activision position in my portfolio. So that's the only good part. So, but what I'm going to gain today in my portfolio by this massive pump of 8% of Microsoft, I'm losing with 10% down of Activision Blizzard. So this is definitely also not good. Not a good news. So, guys, all right. So then the question is, can we keep up? Let's have a quick look at the overall numbers on the income statement. Can actually the stock or the company continuing to stay at those valuations? So I mean, now we are priced in that the acquisition is not working. So you see we fall like 10-11% pre-market. On the other hand, here you see the net income went down from 2021 to 2022, and it was growing before. Revenue here 14.48% down. Operating expenses, of course, then mostly up. Net income 43% down. So when all the other gaming companies, so where we are, here we go. Let's see. All the other gaming companies like Ubisoft, for example, and also here we have to keep in mind, Ubisoft has now X defined. So also disclaimer, I'm invested in Ubisoft. So this is how a gaming company after 2022 looked like, guys. This is how a gaming company looked like. And gaming company probably didn't look like, oh, here we go. Didn't look like this. This is a nice chart. Maybe you can put, if you also put, for example, compare with Take-Two Interactive. So you see Take-Two chart looks also different. This is the yellow part here. So gaming companies were hammered in the last year. They are looking like this, the charts. And Activision Blizzard was able to uphold some more momentum throughout this very turbulent market period. So therefore it's, in my opinion, we can fall back to the $70. So everything is possible. Even can even go lower, and then it will hurt. Then it will definitely hurt shareholders. All right. With that, I'm leaving it here. So, Shockwave, you're still there. Merger will be done sooner or later. I'm bullish about Microsoft Activision merger. Microsoft is buttering Nintendo. Microsoft bring Call of Duty to Steam to win others' trust, and they are putting too much effort. They do a lot. So, and probably they will do now even more. And this is good for us gamers. So last words. For gamers, this is good. For shareholders, in the short run, we have more uncertainty. This is of course not the best situation for shareholders at the moment. But in the long run, this will be good. I don't think Microsoft is going to let their efforts in vain. No, Microsoft not. Otherwise, they have to, as I just read, they have to pay a penalty fee of $3 billion to Activision Blizzard. Maybe Activision Blizzard gets a big cash flow if the deal is not going through. Oh my God, guys, look, net income 1.51 billion. So of course, then or the revenue. So 3 billion plus 10.5 billion revenue if the deal would not go through. So this would be very funny. So they could make even more Call of Duty games, Diablo. So I like Activision Blizzard games, guys. You know this, so I like those games. But it's a big news. It's a big news. It's a big news. And pre-market trading 9.5% down. 9.5% down. It's shocking because everyone that has Activision Blizzard in their portfolio this morning are getting hammered, and it's just annoying. It's just annoying. The uncertainty is annoying for Activision Blizzard, for Microsoft, of course, as well. And hey, who are there? Who are them? Who are them? Who is the CMA? Who cares about the CMA? Honestly, it's the UK authority, Competition Market Authority. Seriously, guys, we have to see what the FTC and the European Market and Competition Authority is going to say. So if the FTC is blocking it, well, then the deal is not going through. Then the deal, if they're blocking it, then also the stock will fall a little bit more, and probably only because it's the CMA. But it's I guess already enough that the CMA would block it. Means that it's 10%, only 10% for this reason. We will see. So I'm leaving this here, guys. So this was breaking news. So you most probably you will see a lot of this information throughout the day on different news outlets. So be focused on your long-term objectives, your long-term goals, as Microsoft and Activision are in those circumstances. So thank you very much for watching on this first live stream. So I really enjoyed actually making live streams here on also on my YouTube gaming fin channel. So that's a pretty cool thing. So if you want to see more live streams, please write it also down below in the commentary section. So then I'm trying to offer you more often a live stream, some evaluation analysis from my perspective as a gamer and as a retail investor, someone like you who invests in gaming stocks. I give you some of my analysis is what I think the future holds up in for gaming industry or gaming company stocks. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.